and suffer indignity. As will the Queen Zenobia.
Self-destruct sequence initiated. All personnel evacuate immediately. This sequence cannot be aborted. Repeat.
Checkmate. It appears my bright young assistant has made the last move. Now, have I made things clear to you?
Clear as day. Now we finally have a target. Start counting, Morgan.
Not the most original last words, but best of luck, gentlemen.
Chris!
Right. First, we gotta get out of here.
Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil Revelations. In this video, we're going to be escaping the Zenobia.
This is Patrick. Kirk here at your service. I'm on standby over the Queen Zenobia. Rendezvous on the foredeck. There's not much time, so get moving. Repeat, this is Patrick.
I was really surprised when this came up in the game the first time I played it, because that character is Kirk Matheson, who appeared very briefly in Resident Evil 5. It's just crazy to me that they brought such a minor character back. I thought it was pretty neat. It gives a sense of continuity, and you know, it's good that we see the BSAA working together like that. And I wish that the characters in this game would be, if they ever make a Resident Evil 7 or whatever, the characters would at least be referenced.
The explosions have started. We're out of time. I'm jumping down.
You don't need to tell me that you're jumping down, Chris. I think we can follow Chris if you really don't know what you're doing. Considering I just went in a big circle in that room, maybe I don't know what I'm doing, but I can find my way pretty okay. This level can get kind of crazy. It reminds me a lot of the end of Resident Evil 5 when you're in that room right before you fight Wesker. Everything's exploding. You have to fight a bunch of guys. Although, I don't believe that there are that many enemies that we have to fight, at least in the beginning of this level. Also, Jill was totally just on fire.
Chris!
I'm okay, but I can't get through. I'll find a way around and meet up with you.
Okay, that's pretty convenient. Now we have to split up. Huh, what was that? Looked like someone was turning the corner there.
Parker!
Oh. Hi, Jill.
Can you stand, Parker?
Thanks, Jill.
Because this game mechanic was so much fun in Uncharted 2.
She's working for Morgan.
Jessica.
So yeah, Parker's been shot by Jessica. And he's pretty much bleeding out at this point. Which I hate because I like Parker. I think he's a good character, and again, I hope if they ever make a Resident Evil 7 that he's in it or mentioned or something. Because with Resident Evil 6, they just forgot about Sheva completely, which I hated, because while I'm not the biggest fan of Sheva, I still, you know, think that they should have at least mentioned her, because I don't know why they gave Chris just some random new partner.
Don't get cocky.
Who are you, Han Solo? Don't get cocky, kid. I'm trying to aim for that exploding barrel, but the ooze are in my way. This is why I don't like this part with Parker. And it's just because it's too slow. There was no one to explode there. I don't know why I exploded that. You don't have as much movement as you would just normally. Because I tried doing the quick turn, you can't even do that. You have to actually fully rotate both people around, and it's kind of annoying. And here comes Chris.
Chris, I'll explain later. Just back me up for now.
Roger that. I'll take the lead. Follow me.
Now, Chris says he's taking the lead, but it's still pretty much up to you to kill the enemies. He'll shoot at them, but he's not really gonna like clear a pathway, really.
I'm sorry. I should have trusted you.
Yeah, the first half of this chapter I don't really like, mostly because you have to, you know, it's an escort mission. No one likes escort missions. Especially not when there's no herbs, and the other person doesn't really contribute much. Nope, didn't think so. I was gonna try and melee him, but then
Chris,
I realized that wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I know. But we're not leaving anyone behind.
I'm really slowing you down. Damn.
I feel so sorry for Parker. Oh, this next scene, I hate this.
Parker!
Just not my night.
Damn it!
Good times, Jill. It was a nice ride.
What?
See you guys.
Jill, we have to go.
Yeah, Chris. I know.
Oh, Parker. He never took pictures of Spider-Man. But yeah, it appears now Parker's dead and we just took his gun, so take that, Parker. Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite scenes in the game because it's really effective. It's sad. I feel so bad for Parker. Alright, down here should be a Scarmiglione, I believe. But yeah, that's one of the things I really admire about this game is that when I think Resident Evil, at least story, I love the story in Resident Evil games, mostly because they're all... I believe that they're all intentionally cheesy and kind of like B-movies. That's what I've always appreciated about the stories. I've always loved that they have cheesy presentation of the story, but the stories in and of themselves are good. But this game actually tries to make a good story, which, like I said, I appreciate. It's the one that I think is trying the most to be intentionally serious. Resident Evil 6 tries to be serious, but it still has that cheese factor, which I like. But yeah, you get attached to the new characters in this game, and then at the end they all die. So far we've seen that Quint and Keith are probably dead. Parker is probably dead. That Wall Blister is dead. And put up zero fight just as usual. I'm not sure why they added them in for the HD version. They're kind of awful. And I kind of like the lighting in this area. It's pretty neat. Oh, this part's pretty funny. Just gonna run past these zoos. There's no reason to fight them. This part's funny because this ladder is ridiculous. This is like the ladder in Metal Gear Solid 3. And of course, the minute we get off it, it blows up, and I'm pretty sure Chris was down there when it happened.
Almost there, Chris.
Let's gun it.
Let's gun it indeed.
Kirk here. Are you both good? I'll fly around to the foredeck. Hurry!
This is, I think, the most annoying part of this level, because things are falling at you. If you don't know which direction to be, you know, heading, you're probably going to get crushed. Also, there are all these exploding barrels. Try and shoot them before they move, because most often that is what kills me in this area. So just shoot them before they have a chance to really come at you. Oops. Because I can never dodge them. And we're pretty much coming up on it. We got about 35 seconds left. 35, 34. It's not bad. We only have to get to the end of the area over there. And this is pretty much the end of the Zenobia. Yeah, we just have to open the door on the other side of this corridor. We got 15 seconds. That's more than enough time.